This is Learning with Coach History. This is the second lesson in South Asia, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. Vocab, Indus Valley Civilization, Partition, Kashmir, Microcredit, Entrepreneur, and Ramadan. The Indus Valley Civilization was one of the world's first civilizations. It arose around 2500 BC in what is now Pakistan. It was a highly developed urban civilization. This civilization fell around 1500 BC. The Aryans invaded soon after. As you heard last time, the Mauryans, Gupta, and Mughal empires ruled this area at various times. These empires were followed by British rule. The end of British rule in 1947 brought the partition of India. This partition was the separation from India of the new Muslim countries of West and East Pakistan. This was a period of violence between Muslims and Hindus. About 1 million people died. West and East Pakistan shared a religious bond. However, ethnic differences and the 1,100-mile distance between the two halves eventually drove them apart. The people of East Pakistan began to call for their own state. The government of West Pakistan opposed such a move. Civil war broke out in 1971. That year, with Indian aid, East Pakistan won its independence. It became the country of Bangladesh. Both Bangladesh and Pakistan have struggled to establish democracy since gaining independence. Pakistan has fought several destructive wars with India over Kashmir, a nearby territory that borders Pakistan and India. Pakistan and Bangladesh have large, rapidly growing populations. In fact, Bangladesh is the eighth most populous country in the world. Both have economies that depend primarily on agriculture. Most farmers in Pakistan and Bangladesh work small plots of land. They struggle to grow enough to feed their families. The government has tried to modernize farming methods, but many farmers follow traditional ways. Climate also hinders crop yields. Large areas of Pakistan are arid. Bangladesh is affected by seasonal monsoons and cyclones. The most productive farming areas of Pakistan are the irrigated portions of the Indus Valley. Here, farmers grow enough cotton and rice to allow for export. They also produce wheat for domestic use. The moist delta lands of Bangladesh are ideal for growing rice. Rice is the country's principal food crop. Fishing, mainly for freshwater fish, is also vital to the economy of Bangladesh. Neither Pakistan nor Bangladesh is highly industrialized. Most factories are making most factories are small. Even so, both countries are trying to increase their industrial base. They have growing textile industries that provide an important source of revenue and employment. Both countries export cotton garments. Pakistan also exports wool garments and leather goods. An important economic development has been the creation of microcredit, making small loans available to poor entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs are people who start and build businesses. Under this program, businesses too small to get loans from banks can join forces and apply for microloans. Most people in Pakistan and Bangladesh are Muslims. The faithful observe typical Muslim customs. These include daily prayer and participation in Ramadan, a month-long period of fasting. In general, Pakistan is stricter in imposing Islamic law on its citizens. Many follow the custom of Purdah, Purdah, the seclusion of women. Women are prevented from having contact with men who are not relatives. When, when they appear in public, they wear veils. In Bangladesh, Parda is less common. Women do not have to wear veils. Religious practices are more relaxed. Pakistan is ethnically diverse. There are five main ethnic groups: Punjabis, Sindhis, Pathans, Muhajir, Muhajirs, and Balochs, Balochs. Each group has its own language. Each group has regional origins within the country, except for the Mahars. They migrated from India in 1947. To avoid favoring one region over another, the government chose Urdu, 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 the language of the Mohars, as the national language. In contrast, the people of Bangladesh are mainly Bengalis. Bengal is the historic region that includes Bangladesh and the Indian state of West Bengal. Life in Pakistan and Bangladesh revolves around the family. Most people live in small villages. They have simple homes made of such material as sun-baked mud, bamboo, or wood. However, there are also large crowded cities. Poetry is a special interest in Pakistan and Bangladesh. The tradition of oral literature is strong. The greatest literary figure in Bangladesh is the poet Rabindranath Tagore. He won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1913. Music and dance are also important forms of expression. Both countries share music traditions similar to those of India.